Alright, today I'm going to be doing a review of the Shift key. It's common on a lot of PC keyboards. I don't know about Macs. I imagine they might have something similar, but so the Shift key is usually located on both the left and the right side of the keyboard, next to the letters, not over by the number pad if your keyboard has a number pad. But yeah, you've got two Shift keys, and what the Shift key does is it's not like a lot of the other keys where you say like B, where you would press that and it would type the character B for you in most situations anyway. The Shift key is like a modifier, and its gimmick is that if you hold it in and you press a key, it modifies that key and makes it do something else. So with the letter keys, if you hold in Shift and hit, say, S, instead of getting a lowercase s, which is the default when you're typing in word processing programs, you get a capital S. And it's likewise that way for the rest of the keys on the keyboard. If you hold in Shift on Y, you get a capital Y instead of a lowercase y, and so on and so forth. Now, it also works on a lot of the other keys on the keyboard. Most of them have secondary functions. If you look over the numbers, they all have symbols over them. If you hold in Shift and hit that, you'll be able to access the symbol instead of the number. A couple more things. No, I guess that's it. That's all it really does. But, yeah, so I guess that's basically what Shift key does. In case nobody was aware, now we're on to the review. So, compared to other keys on the keyboard, I find myself using Shift pretty often. I gotta say, like, you've got your caps lock key, which you can use to make letters capital without having to hold anything down, which is really nice and convenient, but, you know, if you press that and you want to type lowercase again, you have to press it again, and I don't know, it's just kind of a hassle. I kind of forget about it sometimes. And then the neat thing about Shift is that it's also a modifier for a modifier. If you have caps lock on, and normally you're typing this and you're getting all caps, you know, and you don't want a certain letter to be a cap, if you hold in Shift and press a letter, it goes to lowercase instead of caps, even though you have caps lock on. So it's a modifier for a modifier. As for location on the keyboard, I mean, it's pretty convenient. Honestly, with the amount that I use it, I don't use it as much as the spacebar. Spacebar, good positioning. You can hit it with both your hands. Use it all the time. I mean, that is just great work with that. But Shift key, kind of wish there was better access. I found myself hitting it with pinky or ring finger. I guess just pinky, really. Yeah, I never really hit it with the ring finger. It's all pinky. Nothing wrong with the pinky. It's just that it's not a very strong finger. It's not my go-to guy when I want to get things done. But other than that, it's in a pretty decent position. It kind of sucks if it was somewhere over here. And you got two options. You can either hit it over here, or you can hit it over here. I mean, that's pretty cool. You can't really do that with a lot of keys. There's a Control and Alt, also modifiers there on both sides of the keyboard. But besides Control and Alt, Shift is the only other key that there's two of on a keyboard. Pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, you can count the numbers. I mean, you got number pad, but that's only on some keyboards. So yeah, I mean, Shift key is pretty handy. You know, you gotta type things. It would suck so much dick if you had a whole nother set of like letters for capitals, so you had like all the lowercase and then like a whole nother layer up here somewhere else, and it was all capitals. So think about all the trouble just that having a Shift key on there is saving you. I mean, I guess you could argue the same case for caps lock, but you know, Shift's a good man. He gets the job done. Now, there's one big beef that I do have with the Shift key, and I guess it's not really the Shift key itself, but by default, many PCs use Shift as the shortcut to sticky keys, which is a feature that basically lets you not use Shift the way you don't hold it in, you just kind of press it first and then press something else. I don't know, I never looked into it, but it's really annoying if you don't know about this. If you hit Shift 5 times on a PC, generally it's going to bring up the sticky keys configuration menu or whatever and ask if you want to enable sticky keys, and it's a pain in the ass, to be honest. I hate that shit. I mean, you can turn it off, but like until you do, that shit's just gonna get in your way, and it's a pain in the ass. Alright, let's see, size of the Shift key, it's good. I like that it's larger than Control and Alt as far as modifiers go, because I do find myself using Shift a lot more often, so that's a good job on the design of the shape and the size of the key. What else is there? Yeah, I guess that's really about it. So as far as, ease of use goes, out of 10, I'd give it like a 7 or 8. Decent placement. You've got 2 choices. That's great, but wish you didn't have to hit it with the pinky. But other than that, 7 or 8, that's pretty good. Use as a key, it's great. It's wonderful. It's got numbers of uses, and you go into other programs besides word processing, like maybe in a video game of sorts. You can use it as a modifier again. Maybe hitting Z would, I don't know, make your character jump or something. It's kind of weird. Usually it's space, but and then you hold down Shift and hit Z, and instead of jumping, they'll fucking roll or something. But it's handy. It's great. It's a great modifier key, and it'd be nice if we had a few more of those. Control and Alt is good too, but yeah. So as far as that goes, probably like a 9, maybe even a 10, because its functionality is supreme. Not too many other keys on the keyboard do as much as Shift do. I guess Control and Alt. But I'll have to review those another time, because I don't want to make this video too long or anything. I'm just trying to give a full review here on the Shift key. But yeah, overall, Shift key gets a 8 out of 10 overall, I'd say. So it's a damn good key, and I would recommend it. If you're using a keyboard, you probably want it to have a Shift key, because those things are very handy. They're gonna save your ass. 8 out of 10. Good job, Shift key.